The girl handed me my drink. She said, "Wait, aren't you the thriller teacher from Foothills?" I mean, that was like forever ago. Yes.
Before we get into the history, can you just tell me what this is and what we can look forward to?
When the parents come, it's not just a minute and a half. It's a 5.5 minute dance. So they dance for the whole thing, and they dress up like zombies. Thing that they've looked forward to every year.
Hello and welcome to the Supercast. I'm your host, Superintendent Anthony Godfrey. For some former students, she will be forever known as the thriller teacher at Eastlake Elementary School. On this episode of the Supercast, meet Jackie Webster, a visual arts specialist who began a long and lasting Halloween tradition of 6th grade students performing Thriller to the delight of parents, other students, and staff at Eastlake. It's a tradition now being carried on by a new teacher, but Ms. Webster continues to show up for the spooky and spectacular performance. We are here at Eastlake Elementary School to talk about what happens at Halloween. Introduce yourselves and then let's get into it.
I'm Jackie Webster, and
I'm Ciara Brady.
And tell me your roles.
Right now I'm the BTS art instructional coach for Jordan District, so I go to all the elementary schools. So I get to coach all the elementary arts teachers.
And you're the new dance instructor here.
Yes.
Before we get into the history, can you just tell me what this is and what we can look forward to?
Okay, so the Thriller dance is with the 6th grade students here at Eastlake, and it gives them an opportunity to have something different to participate in, and a different experience, and it's something that they've looked forward to every year. The original dance is only actually like a minute and a half in the actual video. So over the years, I've added choreography, I've changed it so that when the parents come, it's not just a minute and a half, it's a 5.5 minute dance. So they dance for the whole thing, and they dress up like zombies. And then we're Michael.
Now, so each of you play the role of Michael.
Yeah, I've
Wow.
always been Michael.
Hence the red
yes.
leather jacket
Yes.
with the MJ on
Yes,
the...
this is official from the MJ store.
Is it really?
It really is.
How long have you had this jacket?
Oh, well, a long
Because
time.
it looks vintage. It looks real.
It is vintage.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And I look forward to learning some moves with you guys.
Oh, I love
Before
that.
I have a trivia question
Okay.
now. What is it that no known mortal can resist?
The evil of Thriller.
Yes, the evil of the Thriller. Ooh, it just gives me goosebumps to
Yes.
hear that. You've got the Michael Jackson T-shirt. Have you accumulated
Yes.
a lot of Michael Jackson
Oh,
stuff
you have
over
no
the years?
idea. You have no idea.
I see.
A lot, yes.
And how many times have you watched the video?
I can't even count. I don't even know. I started when I was little
You
with my
wore
sisters.
out the VHS tape.
Yes, actually, I did watch the original VHS, and we have the original Thriller album.
Yeah.
My sisters have it from the 80s. I have 3 older sisters, so just, we grew up listening to Michael, and my cousin was actually friends with him. So that's he was just kind of a big thing in our family.
Now, wait a second. Back
Yeah.
that up.
Yes.
You have older sisters.
I have 3 older sisters,
and-
then my cousin was friends with Michael.
Really?
Yes. So
Tell me more about that.
She has pictures with him, with her and her kids. She was a huge fan. She lived in Encino, California, and she sent him an Arabian colt because he loved animals.
Wow.
And so he wrote her, because she wrote a letter to go with it, and he was like, "Well, what do you want in return?" She's like, "Nothing." And he's like, "Well, someone always wants something in return." So he invited her and her kids, sent a car, went to his house, and took him on a tour, and they just became friends after that. So she
That's
has a whole
amazing.
chest of things from Michael.
And was that what started your interest in
Yeah,
Thriller?
yeah, that and my family listening, obviously, to his music. But
Right.
yeah, just hearing her stories, and then her kids, had stories about hanging out with him, and
Very cool. So,
So-
as a kid, you loved Thriller. Did it ever
Yeah.
scare you?
No, I just thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I've taught Thriller, I've always told the students to ask their parents permission to watch it at home, because it can be scary, and I never showed it because, without permission, obviously. So they would have to go home and watch it with their parents.
And you are
see
new
it.
to the Thriller.
Yes, I just did this for my first time last year.
And how was that?
It was good. I mean, I got hired for this job, and then I found out that this was a going on 9 years tradition at the school. And
Did you feel like they should have said it in the interview? Like, are you familiar with Thriller? Can you recite the lyrics? And are you ready to be part of this?
That would have been pretty funny. I would have been like, what is happening? What is this job?
Yeah. Was everything red and black in the room? And,
No, I actually had no idea till I'd already been hired. And so then I found
so they
out.
tricked you into it.
Yeah.
I found out that the kids look forward since kindergarten to the day that they get to be in 6th grade and do Thriller. And I was like, well, I'm not going to be the teacher that kills this tradition.
Right,
So
that's right.
I kept it going.
See, you've shown good judgment already in year one. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Tell me, both of you, what is it that students get out of participating as a 6th grader? First of all, it's really fun to look forward to it for 5 years, look up to those 6th graders and that cool thing that they get to do. But tell me, what do they get out of the experience of preparing for and performing in the Thriller dance?
I think the first thing they get is it's a really good confidence booster for them.
Yeah.
It's especially really nice to see the kids that are a little more quiet or shy. All of a sudden, they're the most dramatic and zombie of anyone in the group, and they're twitching and doing these big moves, and it's like, oh wow, I didn't know that you were capable of doing that. But it's really awesome. And then I feel like for the rest of the year they feel more confident in just regular dance class that I teach, because it was like that early on boost to their self-esteem.
And it's super engaging. You can't drift and not pay attention when you're trying to learn a dance and you're part of an ensemble and everybody is counting on you.
Exactly.
I love that about the arts in particular. I never knew how to play this instrument. I never knew I could dance. I never knew this song or routine or that I could create this work of art.
Yeah.
And then you stretch someone and they say, hey, wait a minute. I can do things I didn't know I could do.
Exactly.
And I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a bonding experience too for them, and they learn teamwork and, and having sequencing and placement and where they're supposed to be. And I've had many stories over the years of kids who've remembered. I was actually telling him some of the stories beforehand. One story is there was a kid who got married recently, and he found me on Facebook, and he's married. But he's like, I had him in 3rd grade at Foothills, and he said, I heard something that I need to clarify with you. Were you really Michael Jackson's backup dancer? I was like, what? No? And he's like, well, that was a rumor going around, like ever since I was in 3rd grade. And so even to this day, he thought I was.
He thought you were Michael Jackson's
But I
backup
was
dancer.
like, no, that was a rumor, but thanks for thinking of it.
Wow, so you really do teach the dance very well, obviously. When you describe the twitching and the moving around, I can't help but visualize the video. How much do you emulate the video and how much did you add? Because you told us that you expand.
I did. I
expanded
it.
But for that minute and a half, do you recreate the original also?
Yes, I took pieces from the original. There was like 1 or 2 moves that I knew would be hard for 3rd graders because back in the day, and so I tweaked it, and I end up typing up all my dance steps. It's like 6 pages, but I added my own choreography and then tweaked it a little bit so that it would last the whole length of the song, 5.5 minutes. I do need to put a plug in for the Beverly Taylor Sorensen Arts Learning Program.
It's fantastic. It is fantastic. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, because Ciara is a BTS dance teacher, and I was a visual art BTS teacher, and now I'm the BTS coach. And I love that our district particularly has a BTS teacher in every elementary school, and that's not common in every district. And just wanted to thank you for supporting the arts, because it makes a big difference.
Yeah,
It does make a big difference in the lives of students, and we have tremendous art teachers, whether it's visual arts or dance or music, whatever it is, drama. It enriches the day for students. It, like you said, it builds confidence, that creativity, that's really important. And our teachers have brought such value to it, we just couldn't imagine doing without a teacher in every school. So, well, thank you for supporting teachers, thank you for choosing to be a teacher, and thank you for creating this incredible experience for students. Don't go away. When we come back, hear students performing to perfection in this year's Halloween production of Thriller.
Never miss an episode of the Supercast by liking and subscribing on your favorite podcasting platform. Find transcripts for this episode and others at supercast.jordandistrict.org.
In Jordan School District, we never want a student to go hungry, without food, warm clothing, or school supplies. Hi, I'm Mike Haynes, Director of the Jordan Education Foundation. If you're looking for opportunities to help students and teachers in our schools, we invite you to join us. The Jordan Education Foundation works with generous community partners, volunteer groups, and amazing people to provide classroom grants for teachers, food, and clothing to fill principals' pantries for students. And together, we recognize outstanding educators in every single school every year. If you want to connect with an amazing community helping to fuel success in Jordan School District, get involved or donate by visiting our website at jordaneducationfoundation.org. That's jordaneducationfoundation.org. We hope to hear from you soon.
We're talking now with two of the students who participate in the Thriller dance. Tell me your name and what you love most about being part of this.
Okay. My name is Max, and I love dancing. This is really fun and a good opportunity for me to show my dance moves.
Have you enjoyed dancing for a long time?
Yes, I have. I liked dancing when I was a little kid.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And have you been taking any dance lessons or classes, or is this your first opportunity to really show what you're made of?
This is my first opportunity to show what I'm made of.
And tell me your name.
My name is Miriam, and I like to just be part of a group project.
So you like being part of the group, you're making friends, connected with each other?
Yes, kind of.
So have you danced for a long time, or is this your first dancing opportunity?
I used to be in ballet class, but I didn't really like that much, but I'm starting to like it again, so kind of.
Can you show me any moves from the dance? Oh, wow.
Ooh,
so where you get down, kind of knees bent, and you're rotating and using different pivot foots. That really did make me think about the video. I am going to be listening to Thriller in the car. Oh, wait a minute. I just heard clapping behind the curtain. Is it haunted, or is everyone rehearsing back there?
They're rehearsing their amazing claps.
You guys for talking to me, and I'm really excited about this year's performance, and I have a feeling it's not going to feel like Halloween unless I get to see the Thriller dance. So thank you very much. Oh, wow. Nobody is doing the dance. No one's doing the dance halfway, that's for sure. Oh, the marching. It is all coming back to me now. It looks like you have some photos from over the years here. Let's take a look. And you said you started doing it with third graders at Foothills?
Yes.
When you taught third grade?
Yeah, so I actually found one of my pictures. But that was just me in my class. That's so cute.
That's adorable. They look
They're so
very
cute.
excited to be so scary.
I know, so that was back in the
Cutest
day.
zombies ever.
And I have, so this is the last picture I took. This was in 2002.
You have Thriller earrings
I
that
know.
say Thriller.
And I even painted my
Wow.
nose to match.
Oh, wow.
I do have to pay tribute to Barbara Yost, because when I first did Thriller, it was just me and my sister and her friend. We performed it just for my class. And she said, next year, why don't you teach some of it to the kids? And I'm like, yeah, I would like to. And she was like, well, I'm okay with it. I'm like, well, if you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. And so she helped encourage me to do that. So just a shout out to her.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
That she would just,
Yeah, she embraced it.
that's really cool that she'd embrace it and
Yeah.
just jump in.
So this is them dressed up.
yeah.
These are my third graders.
Look at them. That is so cool.
they're
Oh,
so
yeah, with the
cute.
face
Yeah.
being eaten through
And I
on
always
the
told
zombie.
parents and the kids, they never had to buy a costume. It wasn't like you have to go buy and
Yeah.
it was just be creative. Makeup, do your own makeup, ratty hair, find an old t-shirt and rip it up. So they all just created their own costumes. They
How
never
cool.
went and bought their own.
Wow.
And then
This
I ended
is
up
so
combining
fun.
it with, because we had tracks at the time. We were year round.
You're right.
And so it was my class and the other track teacher.
Yeah.
So we didn't leave any of those out, of course. But then when, the last year I was here,
Oh.
this was in 2022.
Those are some great costumes.
Yeah, their makeup.
Or makeup, rather. Those
Yeah,
are,
well,
that-
yeah, and their costumes, I made them up.
Sure.
And then we have some that pretend to,
Oh, yeah.
be zombies and
Are there
not
zombies
alive.
that
They have
come
to
up and-
yes, they have to come
They
out of
come
the grave.
alive while they're dancing.
Yes, they have to. It's a must.
And they all want to be those kids.
This was one of my students. Look how good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was one of my students.
That is such a great.
The parents are
That's such
amazing
great
because
work.
the parents helped. I mean, they helped a ton with the makeup, obviously. I went to Swig, I don't know, last summer, and a girl handed me my drink. She said, "Wait, aren't you the Thriller teacher from Foothills?" I mean, that was like forever ago. She's
Yeah.
in high school, and I was like, "Yeah." I mean, it's just cute. I'm glad I'm well known.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
part of your identity now.
Yeah.
You'll never shake it.
I know.
Can you show me some of the moves? Now, you showed me a little bit. So there's a little bit. I remember that they kind of go like this, and then they
then
walk
that's
in the
what- yeah, you need to
direction.
walk,
So it's elbow
then
to,
left,
so you walk,
right.
So
and then you do the left, right, left with the claw.
3,
Left, right, left. 1, 2. Left, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like that.
Well, clearly I haven't been practicing one day a week since August. But,
I love it.
yeah, that's
That's the classic
That's
one.
awesome. Congratulations on a great project over the years and on taking up the torch.
Yes, I'm so
even
glad that
though
I have
you
started.
didn't know you were going to have to do that, embracing it fully
I
and
know.
creating this great experience.
She's done an awesome job, and I'm grateful that she's taken on the job so that could continue for the community. So.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of the Supercast. Remember, education is the most important thing you will do today. We'll see you out there.